Yeah. Let's start
Sorry.
with the story that doesn't seem to want to go away, and that is the payment of the Hague judgment, or the settlement claim. So yesterday it emerged in various news reports that the judgment fund, which Treasury runs, had posted, kind of hiding in plain sight, 13 payments of $99,999,999.99, which, if you add them all up, comes to just under the 1.3 billion that you guys had needed still to pay the Iranians. Since the Department of State is listed as the defendant name in the case, I don't think that there's much use in you trying to say that this was not the money for Iran, considering the history of these payments on their website, which doesn't show anything close to that for the rest of this year. So first of all, I've got a couple things on this. The first thing is, one, if you add it all up, you're 13 cents short. Have the Iranians asked for their 13 cents? Or are you guys holding it onto it for leverage in the next for the next release of prisoners?
Are you actually asking me that question?
Yeah.
We paid in full.
You paid in full. So this was the money.
I don't know. I've seen the document to which you're referring. I have not had a chance to double check it or check that its accuracy. That it's
do you have any reason to believe that it's not accurate? It's a government website.
I don't. I just don't know it. I'm just not aware of the documents.
So you didn't
see? I don't have any comment on it. I don't.
It seems to me that one might, that since this came out, you might have expected a question on it. No.
We've been very clear about drawing the line on what we're going to say about the actual financial transaction.
All right.
And bearing in mind that it touches on certain confidentiality, third parties and other parties who might have been involved in that transaction, except to say that we have paid the settlement in full.
Yeah, but trying to say that it's confidential now after it's on a website and is publicly accessible to anyone, except maybe, I don't know, people in North Korea, is just seems to be, it just seems to be a bit ridiculous. Anyway, other than the.
To be honest, Matt, I'm just not. I know I've seen the document, but I don't have any further comment on it.
Right. Well, can I ask then? It raises a broader question,
sure.
which is these transfers certainly appear to have been made by wire, not paid in actual cash. And if that is the case, I'm wondering why how it was done, and even if you can't answer that, why you couldn't have paid the $400 million in the same way. In other words, what made the payment of the $400 million different, not in terms of what the money was for, but what made it different than the payment of the interest?
I'm not sure if I can give you a complete answer on that, to be perfectly honest. We've talked before about the fact that when this, so a couple of thoughts. One is that we did not have a relationship with Iran, bank-to-bank or financial relationship with Iran leading up to this settlement payment that was established or solid, given the somewhat strained relations we've had over the past, since 1979. And so it was not necessarily an easy or straightforward transaction to make. Now, whether that was later amended, I can't speak to that. For the balance, for the interest, that is what you're referring to here.
But you're suggesting that there might have been some change in your banking relationship between the 17th of January and the 19th of January that would have allowed this to.
I don't know.
The 18th, as I recall, was a federal holiday, so I don't. You don't know?
I don't know. And we said we're not going to talk about this.
This stuff keeps coming out, drip, 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 drip,
I understand that.
And if you want to put this, if the administration wants to put it behind itself, it would seem to me that it would be smart to actually get an answer to these questions. Because as you made note of yesterday, yours is one of the few federal agencies that gets up every day and briefs. Treasury certainly does not do that.
Treasury doesn't.
They are not in the most transparent administration in history. They are not very transparent. In fact, they're probably extremely opaque. So why is it that you can't get an answer? This is not secret. This is out there on the internet. It's on a federal website.
Matt, I'm aware of your and others' concerns about this. I can only say that there are reasons for us withholding this information. I'm talking about the details of this information to protect the confidentiality, and that's all I can say about it.
You're not even in a position to confirm that these 13 payments of 99, 99, 99, 99.
I can see if we can confirm it. Okay.
You what?
I will look into it, as I have in the past. And just let me clarify. When I say I look into it, I'll look into it. I do look into this stuff. It's not that I'm trying to hide or pass the ball or hide the ball in any way whatsoever. If you guys think that I enjoy standing up here and getting continual questions from you about the process here, I don't. And I want to try to be forthcoming with information.
I'm not accusing. It's not
I get
you. It's not you that's
Anyway.
the issue here.
Okay.
It is this hell-bent desire to keep this stuff secret when it's not secret anymore. Anyway. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Sure.